Hey guys, Cart here, founder at Nightlink. So in this video, I'm going to be diving deeper into 10 quick wins that you can implement right now within your email marketing backend to boost email conversions and deliverability in 24 hours. So these are what we personally implement for our clients and have been able to help us, generate over $3.5 million in sales for 20 e-commerce brands. So hopefully some of these tips in here you can implement within your own and see some success. Let's get right into it. So number one thing that we do is test the pop-up just because we notice this is a very low-hanging fruit for a lot of our clients and just in general, a lot of brands, right? Because we see that their opt-in rate is usually at around 2 to 3%. So they're not collecting as many emails as they should be able to. So we test new angles to get them in that 8 to 12% opt-in rate. So some of the angles that we test are, cashbacks right here, free shipping, percentage off, such as 15% off your first order or next order, dollar off, so it could be $10 off orders over $50, or it could just flat out be get $10 off your first order. So just because you want to find what impacts your audience the most, because every brand has different incentives that work, right? So what works for one brand may not work for yours. So you want to test and really find what resonates best with your traffic and audience and email list that you have. So we can really set this up is you want to go on your Klaviyo dashboard and navigate over to the sign up form section. Then you want to go ahead and choose on the pop-up button. And then you want to go ahead and design your form, right? So you want to add a headline, subheading, and offer. So which could be either one of these. Make sure you include fields like email capture and any required opt-in rates as far as your service. So I'd keep it very simple as far as your headline. Just let the offer be the main part. From there on out, just make sure it's really simple. Don't do too much with the email. Also, don't make it too little in the corner, but don't make it too big. Again, just test out new copy, offer, angles, visuals, and everything. This is what it's all about. Then you want to go inside the form settings and you'll see an option for A/B testing. So go ahead and enable it. Then just create variations, right? Add two or more versions of the form with different offers. So version A could be 15% off, and then version B could be free shipping. Then just adjust the test split. So set the split to be 50-50 or any other ratio that you'd like to evenly distribute the forms to your site visitors. So two is cleaning up email lists for improved deliverability. So this is something that we've also noticed from auditing over, 80 e-commerce brands. People don't have a clean email list and segment, right? So doing this can have a massive, massive impact on your email deliverability. So how you want to do that is you want to identify your inactive subscribers. So you want to go into your Klaviyo account, right, and navigate to the list and segment section. Then you want to create a segment of inactive subscribers. So define an activity by those who haven't opened or clicked any emails in the past 60 or 90 days or any time frame that fits your needs. So if you're a larger brand, 60 to 90 or even 120 days is good. But if you're a little bit of a smaller brand, maybe you want to look at something like 30 to 45 days. Then you want to create a condition like where someone has not opened any emails in the last 90 days and save that engagement. So what you want to do is send to the re-engagement, right? So campaign craft a re-engagement email targeting the inactive segment. So offer a special incentive. So this one, you want to do something a little bit more out of your comfort zone because you actually want to be able to get them back, right? Because I don't know if you're aware, but 98% of the site traffic that ever comes, they usually end up leaving empty-handed and don't return back. So it's key for us to be able to minimize that turnover rate and really be able to properly funnel them into customers, but more importantly, reoccurring customers. So once they leave that funnel one time, we want to try our best to get them right back in so we can turn them into those, first time, then recurring customers. So give them an incentive that's a little bit something more outside your comfort zone. That's a really no-brainer for them. So that could be, we miss you, here's a 15% off. So if you always do, 8% off, 10% off, 15 may take a dip in your margins, but it's fine because it's going to play in the longer term effect. So just send it out and monitor the engagement. Then you just want to remove the unengaged subscribers. So you will go to your list, filter out subscribers who did not open or engage with the email, remove them from your activity list to improve your deliverability, and then confirm deletion or move them into a suppression list, right? So yeah, this should show you some of the benefits of cleaning out your email list so you can reach more inboxes with increased deliverability rates, right? Your open rate, click-through rates also improve a lot. You're able to avoid the spam folder, which is really, really good because Google had a massive crackdown. You're also able to abide by federal and global regulations set forth by popular inbox providers. It helps better your overall sender reputation and domain authority. And then, decreases soft and hard bounces, catching unknown email addresses. So overall, it's a win-win. It's very quick. You can do it right then and there. So we do this for our clients as soon as we onboard them. Next is perform a Klaviyo billing audit, and we're going to show some examples, right? So this is something that a lot of brands don't actually know, but Klaviyo could be overcharging you guys. So performing this is really good because it takes about 15 minutes, and I'll probably make a whole separate video just over this, but we'll go over just the basic gist of it. I'll also have this link to the doc plugged in the description so you can go over the examples. But you want to go over to the settings billing section and see the overview of your guys' current billing cycle plan, details of the profile, emails, and SMS. So it should look like this. So you should look at your billing cycle, right? From this time, February 21st, 2024 to March 20th, 2024. So you can see the billing cycle resets midnight on March 21st, 2024 in the account's time zone. As you can see here, the monthly charge is at $600. So currently subscribed to the email marketing services offered by Klaviyo. This subscription allows the client to, send email campaigns, newsletters, automate. This is everything that you get when you pay for Klaviyo, right? SMS is coming out to be around $2,000. It tends to be a little bit more expensive when you do SMS, but can be a needle mover, help you add around 10 to 15% to your top line. And then right here, you have your store code memory. So step 2 is you want to go into the overview and see the details of your profile and emails. Check out the usage, right? Profile monthly usage. So they currently have 273,626 active profiles out of the allocated 40,000, which brings them up to a 684% usage. Active profiles are the individual customers or subscribers with the client database. Each profile contains information such as contact details, purchase history, and engagement behavior. A high number of active profiles indicates a larger audience to engage with, providing more opportunities for you guys to be able to drive sales and increase your customer retention and loyalty. So with them currently having 198,000 emails sent for the month out of allocated 400,000, exceeding to 100% means they have to surpass the allocated limit of active profiles, potentially leading to additional charges or the need to upgrade the subscription plan. So it's very important for you to be accurate and up-to-date profiles are essential to target marketing campaigns, because by understanding customer preferences and behavior, you can personalize communications and offerings, leading to higher engagement and conversion rate. So below the profiles, we'll see the SMS monthly usage. And you can go through this a little bit more, right? It's gonna, be a whole own video on its own. But overall, you can really save up on some money, and it looks really good, and it saves you guys, right, more money, clears up some more budget, and it's good because no one wants to pay that much, right? Because we know Klaviyo's got a little bit expensive, so this should help out. Next is cleaning up your segment lists. So what you want to do is review over to your existing segments, navigate to the list and segments tab in Klaviyo, go through your segments and check for outdated or overly broad segments. Combine overlapping segments, right? So if you notice multiple segments targeting the same audience, could be VIP, high intent buyers, people that just don't buy, people that engage within emails, any one of them, right? Consolidate them into just one streamlined segment, just for more simplicity and more organized list and segment section. And you want to remove unused segments, just because if you have too many email list segments piled up in there, it looks really bad and it can get really confusing. So if you onboard a, let's say agency or in-house team, it's a whole suite that they have to go in and clean over. So it's a lot better if you can do it right now. So when we personally onboard clients, we notice that this is 99% of the time an issue. So we have to go in and do it for them. But it looked really well because once they go in, it's a lot easier to communicate the points. So when you look at your data and metrics and you're assigning segments to your campaigns, it's a lot easier for you to be able to do it rather than having 100 includes, 100 excludes, right? It's very simple. You want to keep it just like that. Helps you guys out a lot more. So here's an example of how cleanup segments should look. Engage 90-day, engage 60-day, engage 30-day, newsletters, new subscribers, SMS subscribers, preview list. Obviously, you're going to have a lot more, but as you can see, it's a lot more simple. Next, what you want to do is create new high intent segments. This is something a lot of brands also don't have. If your brand is lacking this, you want to implement it right now. So what a defined high intent criteria is, you want to go to list and segments and create a new segment with specific conditions such as recent visitors, customers who have visited the site in the last 30 days, cart abandoners, customers who have added items to the cart but didn't complete the purchase, then repeat purchasers, right? Customers who have made at least 2 purchases in the last 6 months, or based off your product, it could be different. It could be one product within this time frame or a certain dollar amount of product. However that looks for your brand, you can shape that in within this section. Then you want to add conditions, right? Like use behavioral data, page visits, add to cart events, add precise conditions. For example, when someone has added items to their cart in the last 14 days but has not placed an order. If you have any questions or help with this, feel free to also book in a call below. We can give you a free action plan and really break this down step by step, or we could do it for you guys. This is really yours. But yeah, then you just want to save and apply the segment, and then immediately use them to start sending targeted offers and just send over some exclusive discounts for cart abandoners. So it's really going to help you improve the quality of your email list, personalize your guys' emails a little bit more, and the email list will like it. Sender reputation improves. You're going to get more sales and retain more customers by doing this stuff right here. Next, what you want to do is run a deliverability health check. Something a lot of brands also tend to neglect. They either think they have the best deliverability and they just don't know because they don't see the emails coming in from a consumer side, or they just flat out just neglect it and don't care, right? So you need good deliverability because you could have the perfect flows in place, perfect campaign strategy, everything is there. But if your emails can't land in the primary inbox, it does not matter. So how you want to do this is check your DNS records, right? Ensure your domain has proper SPF, DKIM, and DMARC records in place to improve deliverability. Then you want to use a tool like mxtoolbox.com to check whether your email domain's DNS settings are configured correctly. Or you could always contact your website domain provider and they can do it for you guys also. Then you want to go into Klaviyo and monitor your bounce rates, right? So go into campaign and flows to view bounce rates. Set a benchmark for acceptable bounce rates. Typically, you want it to be under 1%. If your rate is higher, that may indicate you have issues with deliverability. Then you want to clean your email list, right? So perform an email list cleaning to remove hard bounces, spam complaints, and unengaged users, which we touched upon with some of the other points. And this will improve sender reputation and reduce the likelihood of landing in spam. So this right here is the little graphic that should help you out with what SPF specifically is, what DKIM is, and what DMARC is. So these three are essential. You guys need to have them in place. Also, to touch up on, if you register your domain within Klaviyo, just make sure you don't have the @Klaviyo whatever thing. It's just flat out your website. So it could be hello@domain.com. You don't want to have the @Klaviyo also. That just really hurts your likelihood also. Just don't know if people are aware of that. Then you want to optimize triggered email flows. So a lot of people actually tend to have incorrect triggers set up in place, such as cart abandonment, but then cart checkout. They have two complete triggers. One requires a custom snippet code, but people usually just have it set up wrong on their back end. And a lot of times agencies don't even know how to do it properly. So they screw over a lot of brands. So your brand may be at risk for that. So using this can help you. So you want to identify underperforming flows, and you want to go to the flows in Klaviyo and review the performance metrics, which are your open rate, click-through rates, and conversion rates of each of those flows. So this could be abandoned cart, post-purchase emails. Then you want to sort by underperforming flows for optimization. You want to go ahead and adjust the timing and content. So you want to experiment with the timing of the emails, right? Which could be sending abandoned cart emails 1 hour after abandonment instead of 24 hours, right? Test these things. These are huge, right? They're going to be big needle movers for you guys. Then you want to refresh content with updated subject lines, personalized product recommendations, and new images or offers. Then you want to test new incentives. So offer different incentives like limited time discounts, free shipping, or loyalty points to really improve conversion rates from these flows. Because these are all the little things that you may not think have a huge impact, but you're able to pick up and learn more about your email list and the audience you have. Then it allows you to create a huge email flow section that it knows exactly what it's doing. You have the right triggers in place, the right conditional splits, the right time delays, and everything that's going to work out better in your guys' favor. So we personally do this for our own clients, but sometimes you may need to do this yourself. But again, if you always need help, feel free to book in a call. We can do it for you guys. Then you want to consolidate unused or overlapping segments. So what you want to do is review your segments, right? Go to listen segments and filter out your existing segments. Identify any overlapping or redundant segments. So one could be two segments targeting high spenders. Then just combine or archive those segments. So it touches a little bit more up on what we said, but this is more specific to cleaning up your email listing segments. So for any overlapping segments, merge them into new consolidated lists to simplify your targeting, and then archive any segments that haven't been used in recent campaigns and are unlikely to be used again, just to make it better for you guys. Then you want to evaluate and optimize your guys' overall email frequency. So segment based on the engagement levels, right? Create a segment based on how engaged subscribers are. Those who open every email, those who rarely open. Then you want to use Klaviyo's engagement data from open rate and click-through rates to define high, medium, and low engagement segments. Then you want to adjust sender frequency. So for high engagement segments, increase send frequency to capitalize on interest, right? 3-4 times per week. For low engagement segments, reduce email frequency to avoid list fatigue. Then you want to analyze performance, right? Monitor unsubscribe rates and open rates for each segment and adjust accordingly. Too many emails can lead to unsubscribe, while too few can result in missed revenue opportunities. So you don't want to send out way too many emails, just because it also burns your guys' sender reputation. And if spam complaints goes really high, hurts you guys, but sending out too low is correct. You're going to, miss out on a lot of opportunity for revenue, but also you aren't able to nurture your email list properly, because this is your guys' biggest asset. It's the only asset that allows you to go in and see the data, test the data. You can always ask for feedback, right? You can't do that with Google Ads, Facebook Ads, or anything else. Retargeting is one thing, but being able to directly ask people that are interested in your brand for feedback and monitoring their data, only the email list will allow that. So it's your biggest asset, right? So make sure you use it carefully and not hurt it. Next is just creating a deliverability footer. This is something a lot of brands are not aware about, but ever since the recent Google trackdown on deliverability, it's been a lot harder for brands to, place their emails in the primary inbox. So adding a deliverability footer is really good, because you don't have to sacrifice visual appealment and the aesthetic of your email just to have, a little bit more of a boring email, but it gets in the inbox. You don't have to do that. You can just add a deliverability footer, have a perfect email that is meets all your guys' aesthetic and visual human requirements, and you will still land in the inbox. So what this looks like is you want to add a non-promotional text block. So objective is to improve deliverability, again, by not adding a non-promotional HTML text to the footer of all your emails. So this could be campaign and flows, and this helps email services providers like Gmail, Yahoo, and Outlook to see your email as a genuine communication rather than just promotional. And it boosts the text to image ratio, particularly helping for brands with image heavy email designs. So that's a lot of you guys, right? A lot of our clients are particularly heavy email graphic based. So it increases the chances of landing in the primary inbox rather than the promos tab. So what you want to do is create 300 to 500 words of non-promotional text. Pull content from your brand's about us page, our story section, your guys' community or mission values page, privacy policy, right? And you want to ensure that the content is actually relevant and authentic to your brand, even though it will later be rendered invisible to the reception. Then what you want to do is create a new deliverability footer template. Go to your Klaviyo dashboard and navigate to the email template editor. Edit your current footer block or create a new one. Insert a text block above the unsubscribe link. Paste the non-promotional text you crafted from step 2. Adjust the font size to the smallest as possible, and set the font color to match the background, usually white on white, so the text becomes virtually invisible. Impact is that this enhances the non-promotional content in your emails, reducing the likelihood of being flagged as purely promotional. Then just apply the footer to all emails, right? Apply this deliverability footer templates across all campaign and flows. Make sure it's consistent for every email type to achieve maximum benefit. And consistently applying this technique across all emails will ensure higher deliverability rates and improve the chances of being the primary inbox for the majority of your guys' subscribers. So for an example right here, if this is what it looks like, what you want to do is take this, put it as the same color as this, and let it be hidden in the background, right? And it's going to help a ton. So that's it that we have. If you guys have any questions, you have any sort of concerns, feel free to comment them below. If you want us to implement these within your own steps, or you just want to audit of your overall system, right, and find those leaky holes that are really holding you guys back from being able to have that 30 to 50% attributed revenue range that our clients are able to personally see, feel free to book in a call below. You will receive a free action plan from our team. He'll go over exactly what you can do to fix those holes and how you can increase email marketing. So yeah, looking forward to hearing back. Feel free to like and subscribe.